The National Football Museum Hall of Fame is based here in Manchester, and it's the story of those players, managers and teams that made an outstanding contribution to the game of our lives. It's very special inducting Paul Ince into the Hall of Fame today because it's the first one back at the museum since pre-COVID. And he's such a big character on the field and off the field.
He's one of those that you wanted in your team because he's always good in the air, get you a goal. In the ilk of the Brian Robsons, Graham Souness, Roy Keane, them sort of players you wanted in your team, they'd be first on your team sheet, and Paul was one of those.
To be part of this, unbelievable list of players, it's something you don't envisage as a kid growing up. I'm a lucky man, I'm a lucky person. I mean, I've never had any bad injuries. I've met some wonderful people, played in front of some wonderful fans, played with some great players, and Beckham and Giggs and people like that. Gerrard, I can go on and go on. Shearer, Wright, the lot of them. And so they've all been influenced in some little way, But I think, what we don't understand, we forget, is that for me, the most important person influence has been my wife, because, we've been married 30 years now. And at 18, she had a job in London, a very good job, and she had to leave her job in London to pursue my job. And I think you kind of forget that, you forget that because you didn't go on your own journey playing football. And I think moments like this, Hall of Fame things, you kind of go back and think, without her, this doesn't happen. You don't play for the teams that you played for. To go back to a strong lady who's going to look after you and make sure everything's right, and they're taking a back seat for 20 years of your life. You're looking after your children. So when people talk about who's been the most influential in your football career, she's top of my list, because without her, I don't get to meet these other people and play in front of these fans and play for these teams. So that's how I feel about that.